So once again, hello everyone, hope you're doing good. It's Heisenberg here, the one who trades. As always, today I'm not able to do a directly live stream, but I will share my thoughts on how market will play out, or I think it's gonna play out on the next days or weeks. Remember that everything shared here is not a financial advice. It's just my thoughts of how market's gonna play out, so always do your own research and manage your risk. I got a problem with the YouTube channel for one day. Got removed, but got it back. So because of that remove, I won't be able to share the BTCC exchange referral link on the description below. I don't want to have any problems with YouTube again. But if you are interested on registering on the BTCC exchange and trade with leverage on crypto, stock market, commodities, with the lowest fees on market, you can use my referral link posted on my Telegram channel, also on my Twitter account. You can use it and register on my with my referral link and be part of big campaigns, big rewards every day and every week. So, starting with Bitcoin on higher time frames, this is the range that we have been working out on the since I don't know since always I would say, because why I'm saying always, let's make this one on red to be more clean. I'm saying always because this zone here was a previous range high that after this big bull market retested new all-time high, retest, new all-time high, retest, dead cat bounce. The moment we lost it, bearish retest and the capitulation came. Also, what price did do after that, we formed kind of a mini range here under the big one here that we were playing on the macro context. Mini range here, range high, mid range, and the range low. What is this one? It's bullish deviation that sent us towards the breakout of this mini range high and sent us to the previous macro range low, which is now acting as a resistance. As we were on this zone here, I was always saying that be careful, because for as long as we are under 32.4, 32.5 on macro context, weekly candle, higher time frame closes above the zone, there is no reason why price cannot come around this zone here. So do not FOMO here on lower time frames. If you wanted to do business here, you have to do it only scalp modes. I've been always repeating this thing. If you do not believe me, you have my live streams and videos shared are always transparent on my YouTube channel, so go check them and you will see. What I want to talk here. Well, I have two macro zone supports, and I also want to talk about the liquidity, where liquidity now is resting, because upside liquidity is, I don't know, it's mostly taken. Downside liquidity now this week is mostly taken. Sorry. What I want to talk about is two key zones. This zone here is macro support because it's the previous range high, rejection, 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 kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern, or call it whatever you want. Also acting as a strong support, which had a good bounce. But let's check it on lower time frames. First reaction, big one. Second reaction, it's a little weaker. Third reaction, I don't like the third reaction. That's why I'm being cautious here. Also, if you check my last stream, what I talked about was Adam and Eve, inverse Adam and Eve, or Adam and Eve top pattern, call it whatever you want. That looks like this. It's a double top in my opinion. It will get confirmed if we close under this 24.8k zone. But for now we just want to see the zone as a support zone for as long as it's not broken. As I've been saying here, there is no reason why market can come down here. Same again for as it's obvious, for as long as we do not break here. Same again here. For as long as Bitcoin do not break this zone and close under this key previous range high, there is no reason why market cannot again pump and retest this zone again, or form kind of a right shoulder, and after that the breakdown towards the mid-range fill all this inefficiency. But let's see. We work only with confirmations. Under this zone, above this zone. Other than that, it's just a range market. It doesn't mean that we want range here again until one side is broken. If we get under here, as I said, first target on macro context is this mid-range. Well, I would also consider it, but I don't find it very powerful. This range quarter zone here, but I personally do not find it a very strong zone, because if we get under this OB order block, or also correlates with the macro support area, I think that price won't react here and will fill all this inefficiency, maybe wick under the macro mid-range. We will see what happens after that. But on macro context, those are the key zones that you need to monitor it. Also on macro context, I'm observing this zone here because I don't know, I got feeling that if we close under 24.8, we're gonna nuke towards the macro mid-range, even though we can consider it also this whole zone here towards 24.2 and 23.8 as a whole, this zone as strong support. But I'm more interested to see this zone here. Ethereum on macro context again. Let's see Ethereum. Um, I've been repeating that this is an ugly deviation with an ugly rejection candle, bearish engulfing candle. I don't know how you call it, but it's like that. And rejection, 3 rejections on the key macro range high. Breakdown of this zone. I've been saying that for as long as Ethereum stays under this key zone here, cannot go upside and take this zone. Well, look at Bitcoin, what it's doing right now. It's going hard down. But let's finish the video. So this is liquidity. Sorry, this is not the source. So looks like Ethereum is breaking down of this big trend line. How I'm considering this trend line as a big trend line, it's compared to this one here. Resistance area, range low. Resistance area, deviation, it's a lower high compared to this one, breakdown. Let's see here. Resistance area, range low. This was the previous support, deviation here, lower high, looking to break down. If we break down that, I'm monitoring also on the short. I've been repeating that for as long as we are under this zone, same as for BTC under 32.5 zone. For as long as we are under this one here, it's not bullish in my opinion, and macro context it's weak. But when we lost this one, my bearish bias were forced also more, was more confluent, that there's bigger probability that we go for breakdown of this trend line. So for as long, it's early to call it, but even on lower time frames, I wouldn't want it to see price close under this zone. But if we get a weekly close under it, which would confirm this breakdown, a bearish test, maybe even not, and potentially target this macro mid-range. Also, I'm gonna mark out the range quarter, which comes around here, but I don't know if that it's gonna act as support. Under this zone, first target, those lows, second target, the lows that I've been monitoring for a long time now. Those lows here as first target, second, and the third target are those lows here. It's simple. Macro context is very simple right now. I wouldn't like to see Ethereum also close daily under this trend line. I don't know if it's gonna close, but I wouldn't like to see it. Next, on the liquidity, yesterday I had a scenario where I said that price, it was around here, I don't know, where I said price potentially go take out those highs and come towards those lows that I've been monitoring for so long now. But I didn't short this one. Why? Because I was waiting for Ethereum to come and take those highs. Also wanted to short Ethereum because of the Bitcoin dominance bullishness, and wanted to see also Ethereum dump even more, but didn't got filled on Ethereum, didn't got filled, also didn't take the short on Bitcoin. Doesn't matter, still a win. Now where liquidity stands, for now this zone is clear. I'm not moving this one out of the chart. Where liquidity stands, 23.8 is the key liquidity pocket. That, first of all, I don't like the reaction here. Weak reaction in my opinion. And as I said yesterday on my Twitter account, if it was for a liquidity grab and price to reverse and move even higher, this liquidity would have been taken on this one, on this wick, in my opinion, and not on this two, not on this one, because here we leave equal lows, and on the third wick we take out them and then fully stand. I don't like the reaction here, weak reaction, considering that we are in a macro range, macro support. I don't like the reaction here, but also I wouldn't long this zone. The reason is simple, because on the short term we are breaking down from this daily support, also to make it, to give it more confluence from this low time frame range low. This is a pretty bad breakdown. Look at this view. Also Ethereum, same thing. I talked that about losing this range. First on Ethereum, shorted this one, got closed on break even here. Bad management by me, but doesn't matter, I didn't lose money. Deviation, I talked about it here on Ethereum that it's not holding the breakout and it's bearish on my Telegram channel. After that, what did price do? Breakdown of the trend line, bearish retest, close on the range low, and first target here. For now it's potentially moving towards this zone here. I don't know yet. We're gonna see what daily close today gives. It was all easy to predict. Also Ethereum took out all those lows here. The lows that are yet to be taken are those lows here, and the lows that I've been mentioning for a long time now, but we have time to go there. So on short term, also Ethereum weak, pretty weak. Today closing daily under this mid, between this and this zone, potentially can send us towards this zone here, and under it I don't know, I want to see on macro context where the next support might be. Probably we're gonna attack this zone here and take those lows out, but we'll inform. For now it looks horrible. It's all easy to be predicted when you have a clean view like this on the total market cap. Total market cap was total shit. I talked about this range here and this zone here as macro support area. What did price do? Close under it, bearish retested, and now it's almost around 3% down. Same with total 2 that I shared. It's now on the macro support. It's under mid-range. I shared this one around here, and I said this is a bearish pattern. It's obvious that it's a bearish pattern. What did price do? Around 4% down. Clean enough. Polkadot. I talked about this coin on the last stream, I think. I talked that for as long as we are under here, it's an inverse cup and handle on macro time frame, or whatever you want to call it, and price potentially can come towards here. That's the way it's heading. OP going as expected. I shared this one potential breakdown of here, bearish retest of this zone, and then downside was what did price do? Bearish retest and around 10% down. Now it's a little bit going up. Arbitrum here is where you know how to manage the risk. I talked about a possible long on this zone here when the zone was tagged around here. I said that market looking heavy, I'm not gonna long it, and look what it did. Almost 17% down. That's how you got to keep your invalidation points clean and know how to manage the risk. Next, on Ethereum Bitcoin pair, in my opinion, what I'm seeing right now, breakdown of the mid-range here. This one looks like a bearish test. Big possibility that we will go towards this blue zone here and maybe even take out those lows for as long as we are under this red zone. Reclaim this red zone, and there is a possibility that we have a bullish deviation, a power of 3 with accumulation, manipulation, as long as it closes above 626, this zone, expansion higher, and probably even go towards those highs here, break the range high. But that would be confirmed once we flip this zone here and consolidate above it. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to break out. I don't know. I will see on the daily close, but what I've been calling on Bitcoin dominance for days, weeks, or months now, it's that for as long as we hold this previous range high, it's bullish, 48.5%. It's bullish for Bitcoin dominance, and there is a possibility that it will expand towards the 53.3 zone. If it breaks above that, maybe potentially towards 58% zone. But first of all, I want to see it close above here, break out of here, and then go towards there. But I don't know if it's gonna go or not. I like to see confirmations. For as long as this zone here is held, there is a bigger probability it expands higher. Lose this zone, this all is a deviation, come to towards here as first target, and then maybe come towards this key as our level, fill this inefficiency. But that would be confirmed once we lose this zone here. On macro context, total market cap is sitting on its bounce or die zone. In my opinion, also this looks like a double top. If we get I don't know, 3-day close or even daily close would confirm this as double top. Also would be closed under the $1 trillion, which is like a psychological level. If we get close under it, possibilities that we expand towards the range quarter. but I will confirm that if monitoring also lower time frames. Total 2, same here. It looks like it just wants to nuke down, fill all this inefficiency here, come towards $450 billion market cap. Ugly, ugly breakdown of here on the 4-hour. Well, as you see, all of them, Bitcoin, Total, and Total 2, are on a bounce or die zone. Also, I want to mark out the BNB, same BNB, bounce or die zone. I don't know what we gonna get, but this one looks heavy. Full inefficiency. I don't know how CZ, what his mastermind is gonna go out, launch any new coin on BNB Launchpad and pump it like he used to do, or I don't know, invent any new stable coin, anything like that, just to save BNB. We will see what happens next, but BNB looks like it really wants to break down. It's looking heavy in my opinion. Next, I want to talk about uh, this altcoin. Uh, as I start talking about this one, first of all, I see many on Twitter calling about paid partnerships, paid for altcoins to shill them. I don't know. I don't do that. I'm calling the projects that I think they will play out good on the next cycle, and one of them is Relio, RIO USDT. It's a it's a token that it's part of the real world usage. It's about project is about something about real estate, uh, and well, for as I've seen and I've read, this one has a lot of potential. I will be a buyer. This one looks like it wants to break down. I think it's kind of I don't know, big trend line, but it wants to break down. In my opinion, those two zones here, if we get them, if Bitcoin breaks down from 25k, those low cap coins can dump really quickly. And as I see, this one has potential to come take those lows out. First buy zone, in my opinion, is the 10 cent, 11 cent zone, and second one is the 7 cent zone. I will be a holder of this one if buy zones are given, and will hold it towards the new cycle. Next coin, I've talked about the this one here. In my opinion, it's one of a kind project. It has really good really good potential for the next coming cycle. Low supply, low market cap, worth put a bag on this one and hold it for new all-time highs. In my opinion, this one can reach new all-time high on the next cycle. Once again, not a financial advice. Do your own research and do not listen to me blindly. I've talked about the injective protocol. I really want to be a buyer of this one. Looks like it wants to break down. If we get close under this zone, there is a potential that we will revisit this 5.7 zone or even 4.9. My first buy zone on the injective protocol will be this zone here. If we manage to get it, if not, doesn't matter. I will accumulate other coins. Second buy zone and the third buy zone, if we are lucky enough. I don't know if we're gonna get it the third buy zone, but it would be ideal entry zone on injective. Also, this is one of the projects where I think which I think it's gonna go towards the new highs, new all-time highs. Next project that I think that I'm gonna accumulate for the next cycle is normally FAT. It's the main artificial intelligence coin, and I think that artificial intelligence coins and gaming coins are gonna be the future, are gonna be the best one that will perform the best on the next cycle. I will be a buyer of it if it comes again. I don't know. I probably will make the first bid on this zone here, and the second one if we get this zone here or here. I will be monitoring this one compared to Bitcoin. I'm not giving exact prices where this one is gonna come or where this one is gonna go, but keep it on your radar. And I'm giving you another altcoin with big potential. Um, this one is about gaming, macro accumulation. I like coins that have these kind of accumulations, not the one like sushi, which is like this, this, and again breakdown. This one is macro accumulation. I will be a buyer of the range low and will wait for even lower prices. I have another short on KuCoin. I think it has more history. I will be a lower prices buyer, or if I don't get lower prices where I want to be a buyer, I will add on the reclaim. This is a bullish deviation and will hold it. Also, this one is low supply coin, good project, team working out, transparent team, and I think that this one is gonna go for new highs on the next cycle. Also, I will be a buyer. I will buy a small bag, not a big one, a small bag of Solana. We'll hold it for around. I think it can pull out a 10x. I will be a buyer of Solana on the zone of 15 and $10, which is likely to come in my opinion. So this is it. Once again, I don't want to be misunderstood. All those altcoins that I shared are not financial advice, just some picks that I have for the next cycle, and I think I'm gonna be a buyer when the time comes. I don't think that I'm gonna be a buyer, but I will be a buyer. Dollar index lost short sharing. Dollar index rejected on this zone that I mentioned on the Telegram channel. Also is now consolidating above the zone macro range high. As I've said, this zone is choppy zone, indecisive. If we get above here, first target and probably expand even higher towards this zone. If we close under it, it's just a bearish deviation and come towards all this zone as first zone and take those lows here as second target. We'll see what it does, if it breaks out of it off or if it breaks down. This is it, guys. Hope you're doing good, and on the next days and weeks, if we get a real breakdown, a real bloody bath on altcoins, on this kind of thing, I'm more thinking to be accumulating rather than trading. This is just I'm just trading. I'm not trading spot, by the way. For the moment, I'm trading only future, where I manage the risk pretty good and use it but mostly for scalp trades. So this is it, guys. Hope you find it helpful. Once again, this video and the live stream is promoted by the BTCC exchange, one of the best exchanges that I've ever used for leverage trading. Low fees, easily trading, fast usage, easy usage. Since 2011 for now, based on UK. If you want to get registered on it, use my referral link that I've shared on Telegram and Twitter channel. If you find this content that I share helpful, and trade with me on BTCC exchange. Stay safe, guys, and good luck. Cheers from me.